Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 Kaiserreich as the Union of Britain. Let us continue on from we last left off. So we've invaded Holstein. We're doing alright, I believe. I mean, we've kind of lost some territory over here, but there's a lot of German troops, to be fair. There are a lot of people trying to stop us at the moment. We have 100% war sports. We don't need to do any propaganda against Greece. But I think everything else more or less is fine. We can recognize some governments. We have the political power to do so. We might as well. Don't do the extraction campaign, because I don't know if that actually matters in the slightest. So we got some troops over here. I'm going to delete this plan just in case that kind of screws something up in the future. Like, I would like to send more men to Holstein. 44 penalty, though, is pretty bad. But as long as they can stay dug in. Hamburg is our port province. We did build another port over here, so even if we lose Hamburg, we shouldn't necessarily lose all of our supplies. They're still looking pretty good. Oldenburg, you can probably put you down to like having like just a level 1 port there for now. I don't know if we need so many at the moment. Yeah, I would like this area just to stay pretty well defended. And I also like more men to the north, like to be able to attack into Denmark, but it is pretty tricky to get that done. Let's send somebody over here. We are laying some mines in this ocean. It seems like it's doing at least some good work. Can I see how much of modifier is affecting the AI by? I don't believe so, unfortunately. It actually looks like there's no German ships at all. They might just be completely scared of our mines, so we have complete dominance of the sea. I did also see that the United States is entering the fray, which is probably pretty bad. I think they need to get all the way down to working with our allies. For military access, send advisors. I don't know if that makes them join a faction, though. No, they declare war on Japan. Well, that makes... I mean, that's fine. Japan's also at war with the Germans. They're at war with also Russia. They're at war with a lot of people right now. But if America is going to be bothered with Japan, that is A-okay. Because I will be anywhere else. Okay, apparently they did take Lubeck, which is a bit of a shame. We still got Kiel. Did we finish our building the fort I wanted here? The answer is no, unfortunately. Like, losing territory isn't great, obviously. We would like to avoid that in the future. Like, how much manpower does Germany have? Still at about, like, 1.5-ish million. So they still have a lot of men they can throw into this battle. But I'm hoping that everybody else kind of just starts draining their manpower. But it doesn't really look like it. Other than, like, Austria and Italy down here, who are probably taking the biggest amount of casualties. So are you guys ready to do a naval invasion? Like, we tried it. It didn't actually succeed. We could try to land just into Lake Sieta and then build a port right away, but I don't know if that's really going to work out well either. We'll try. We can land more troops over here if we have to. Because you are basically half strength troop. I probably would like some more Marines. I'm not training any of them at the moment, but that's okay. We can see Chile is landing some troops down here. I mean, that's nice of them. If they can help secure this beachhead for me, though, like landing 5 divisions into a place that has no port probably is like the best idea in the world. Here we can see some more Moroccan troops are starting to reinforce from the south, as well as some troops from Brazil, even though Brazil has completely capitulated at this point. Dutch East Indies has capitulated. I think that's fine. It looks like Chile is actually going to give us some support here. Perhaps. So if you can get the beach landing to work. I mean, we'll keep this going for now. No reason to change it at the moment, I believe. We probably don't even need these 16 divisions garrisoning over here anymore, so we're going to pull you out. Pull you into this guy. We have 85 command power. Is that enough to upgrade any of our field marshals? Supply consumption, planning speed, max planning. Let's go for recovery rate on you. Probably can't push our way to the north. You guys are now starting to take some attrition. Local naval base limited to 18. But now it's slightly better. Can I upgrade? This is the fort in Oldenburg. You know what? I actually upgraded a little bit more. Get up to like stage 3. Seems like an okay place for it to be. Like, we shouldn't lose any territory here, I believe. We should stay mostly secure. But there's just so many of them. Like, an insane number of enemy troops. Okay, looks like Morocco's probably going to be sending another division in. Unfortunate! They're putting actually 2 more divisions in, which actually is like really bad for us. Yeah, like, Chile, you have to help me attack. Okay, well that plan's not going to work. Unfortunate. Stop. Okay, do not do another naval invasion. What if we land, like, further away? We can see there's a troop here. Do you think Greece is defending their territory? Like, if we go from Cadiz down to, like, Dakar, how many men do you think Greece has down here? We don't have naval superiority down in the south, though. Cape Verde is a little bit too defended by the enemy. Probably Middle African ships, if I had to take a guess. Okay, we'll throw you onto this front line here as well. Hamburg shouldn't fall. We do got an extra research slot. Keep on going down all of our doctrine trees. Like, how many battles do we win? We win 90% of our battles right now. They're losing thousands of men to a couple of hundred. Did lose 3,000 in Oldenburg, but that's okay. Because Denmark's not really doing much against us. I'm gonna retry my plan here of just giving them enough room and then try to get like an encirclement here. Again, that does assume that they can actually push through these 6 Norwegian divisions. But if we can get an encirclement, push our way into Denmark, that would do wonders for us. Okay, so yeah, all the Chilean troops have died. Okay, what if we just, like, instead of doing it down here, we move it slightly up to this port, because we should have naval superiority in this region. It's gonna take us 2 more weeks to get ready, but if we can land here, Greece has somehow like 80 divisions. Like, just an absurd amount. Serbia hasn't really done anything at all, and I highly doubt they're going to attack the Austrians. That would essentially, I think, just be suicide, but I mean, would I want them to even do it? I don't think so, right? Can upgrade to motorized, better dreadnoughts. You know, just like a synthetic refinery could be good. Okay, so now the Germans are planning on trying to push their way through here. Again, my goal is for them to actually push. I can't get Norway to agree with this, obviously. Have them push, go into like these 4 provinces, and then try to close the bottleneck here. And Japan and the Dutch have ended their war. But the Dutch East Indies have not ended their war. I guess they're actually their independence. Yeah, they've annexed the Dutch East Indies. Are you still at war with Japan, Germany then? You are. So Japan's actually quite strong at this point. Our our air superiority, I should say, is basically 0 over here right now. We need more fighters. We don't need that many light tanks. We don't need this many artillery. Cut down on rifle production as well. We just need planes. Transfer planes, we can basically put to 0. Close to air support, let's shrink that down as well. Do we have enough rifles? We do have enough rifles. So you know what? Cancel 10 rifle factories here as well. Because we just need more aircraft at the moment. Get more rubber. We will get more aluminum. Stop importing so much steel, because I guess that's not as important at the moment because we're not making so many rifles. Can I also start building up some anti-air guns in these regions? I can, and I definitely should be. But I'm trading away so many factories right now. Mostly just because I need all the fuel. Okay, so supplies are a little bit low right here, but you know what? It's not too bad. You know, it could be significantly worse. You guys try to invade. There is a single Greek division there, but if you don't have, let me just take a quick look. You're not giving military access to any of the Germans, so Morocco or Germany can't actually support you here. So hopefully we can get like some sort of breakthrough growing. I'm still like not too sure how you're supposed to push anywhere in on this front. You really can't. So I'm not going to take any attrition here for no good reason. If anything, it would make more sense to put him all the way up to the north. Because this is our battlefield. The front line of France doesn't matter. What's happening in Africa also doesn't really matter, but it's possible to weaken the Germans a little bit. Middle Africa has 30 to 60 divisions, a decent amount of planes and a decent amount of boats. So sending more troops down there might not even be a bad idea. We just gotta make sure that I don't let myself get completely surrounded again like I did last time. And actually, just having these guys here actually seems like it's working out pretty well, because Germany's going to keep trying to navally invade across the strait here. They might get it done eventually. Okay, let's see if we can maybe break our way through here. They're pretty high in defense. But, I mean, it doesn't really shake our front line that much. But it makes their front line about the same actually as well. But they need to try to cross the strait. They want to get anything done here. These guys have like 500 attack, which is pretty good for them. Is that with their air superiority? Shore bombardment. So our shore bombardment is actually working out pretty well because we have naval superiority in this region. I think a 25% attack on them, but 30% minus defense because we don't have the air superiority in the region at the moment. Do I have planes anywhere else? With your fighters. I got a bunch of naval bombers. So I am going to deploy some in this region just because I can. We'll deploy 400 here on mine laying and naval strike. Do it actually in this region. And then also deploy some... There's some more naval bombers. Throw them here. Mine lay, naval strike, port strike. We don't really have any ports in this region, other than one in Kiel. But that one's not so important. Yeah, unsurprisingly, the Marines aren't doing much. Their experience is pretty low, but the air support is basically making it impossible for us to attack. We need to get the upper hand here again. But it's going to be incredibly, incredibly difficult. Average missions efficiency. We're just not detecting as much as well. You know what? We probably should be building a radar station here as well. In Schleswig. How long does this take to build? Be done on the 4th of December, so 1 month until you're ready to go. I would really love to trade a little bit less. What are we? Right now we're importing a lot of aluminum. Does Canada have aluminum? They do. So buy 1 there, which means I'm going to actually need to import, save 3 factories from the French. Which means I can save 4 factories from the French. I doubt you have any rubber. You do have tungsten as well, but I don't need tungsten actually. You do have a little bit of steel. So I can import slightly less from the United States, save 2 factories there. That freed up, what, like 5 factories-ish? And we are in a war economy, right? Yes, we are. So what else is there any way I can lower, consumer goods? It's already at 16%. Women soldiers at 10%, war economy's 20%. The answer is, like, not really. It's about as low as I can possibly get. I mean, I could go to total mobilization. But it's going to take 3% away from this. It's basically going to remove our class war bonus. And we're modified to 135%, which is, like, pretty good. I would say. So it looks like they're trying to push their way through. Again, this is what I want. Norway, I think they're sacrificing too many troops to this, but not much I can do there. But I'm hoping if I can get the better fighters, yes. We have 100% bonus them as well. Okay, so upgrade our strategic bombers. Those air support 2. Could I go for... I have 400 points. I can upgrade you guys again. I don't know if the range means anything, to be honest. Get better engines as well, though. So put the Spitfire Mark IIIs in charge. I mean, I could probably also be upgrading our tanks. Make the main gun and make it more reliable. Put a little bit more armor on it. So upgrade our tanks a little bit. How did the invasion in Greece go, by the way? I mean, you're actually fighting a cavalry division. You still can't push your way through. Shoulder bombardment's a negative 7%. Just the naval penalty is really bad. So as soon as one of these is done, we should be upgrading actually to the next level of a naval assault. Assuming it's available yet. 114 days, you know what? It's... Yeah, no, that's fine. Aerial mine sweeping. We've got like most of the naval techs that just give straight upgrades as well at this point. So you're 41 out of 35. Upgrade this as much as possible. Upgrade the infrastructure as much as possible. Because it is important. I mean, all the infrastructure is just getting blown up here because the Germans just have air superiority. Which, unfortunately, I can't really do much. Like, they just have like such a huge amount of allies to give them support. Meanwhile, they're not helping us out as much. There's legitimately no planes anywhere else, really, except for northern Germany. This is where every single plane is right now. And it's costing us all of our fuel. How are we supposed to spending 8,000 fuel, though, right now? I guess you're still convoy raiding. And you know what? I don't think you need to be doing that anymore. Because I don't think the Germans really have... Yeah, Yeah, they have no naval presence at all right now. So instead of us convoy escorting, we can probably do some raiding ourselves. We have 102 mines in this region, 108 mines in this region. Nothing in the channel right now. But that's fine. For this, we needed to upgrade our radar equipment. I think we need like the last level to actually get all the techs we want. So we'll still keep upgrading it. The Belarusian troop. They're weaker than they have been at basically any point in the past. So we'll try to push our way through. Which actually looks like it might work here, which is fantastic. We'll get access to a fort. Even if the fort's a little bit wounded. And there's no way you can push straight through this, right? Apparently you're not taking a naval crossing penalty, which is a little bit surprising to me. Like, if we can take all of this peninsula, that'd be great as well. We have naval superiority in this region. No, that's where most of the German Navy is, I think, at the moment. So, yeah, we're at war with Romania as well. Russia, you are winning against the Japanese. So at some point, there's going to be a white peace between you guys. And at that point, I need you to attack the Germans. Like, it's going to be tricky. I understand that. So you guys have landed in Sueta. Still is not a port province, if you are aware. What if we try another invasion? What if we just go straight to Casablanca instead? If the Moroccans might be too distracted by attacking here, at least they have a city, which is going to give them a little bit of supplies. Okay, no, there are some German troops here. Middle African troops as well, so they're going to be a little bit tougher to deal with. If you were to give me control of El Rif, I was going to say, if you did that, I would have built a naval port here, but apparently they don't want that at all. I mean, we could put like so many more men on this naval invasion. Well, probably not while it's actually in motion. Put 11 troops right there, because it's been preparing for so long that we can probably throw like just 1 million men at this. And it might work. Rabat is not a naval port. They did land in Sueta, just behind the Chileans, so good work there, my dudes. Okay, I do see that there are some troops there, which is like not great. Okay, so let's stop trading with you, because you're not even giving us 8 for our troubles. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not enjoy, you can always thumb down. If you want some more, subscribe, and goodbye.